This is probably the most interesting information you can't afford to miss. I'll explain it now. Google just compressed a year of AI progress into a single week. Gemini 3 Pro, Nano Banana Pro, Agent Mode, VO 3.1, each of these would normally be a standalone launch. Together, they form something much larger. Not just new models, but a connected system that moves AI from a chat interface into a full operating layer for reasoning, creation, and execution. At the center of this stack is Gemini 3 Pro. This is Google's most advanced model to date and effectively the brain behind everything else. It's fully multimodal, capable of working across text, images, audio, video, PDFs, and large code bases in a single flow. Google positions it for complex reasoning, long context analysis, and agent-style tasks, situations where the model plans, executes, and completes multi-step workflows without constant supervision. Gemini 3 Pro launched on November 18, 2025, as a major leap over Gemini 2.5 Pro. Google backs that claim with benchmarks: 37.5% on humanities last exam without tools, 91.9% on GPQA Diamond, and 72.7% on ScreenSpot Pro for UI understanding. The message is clear. In reasoning-heavy tasks and screen-level interpretation, Google claims it's outperforming GPT 5.1, Claude Sonnet 4.5, and the previous Gemini generation. In real use, the most noticeable shift is how the model thinks. On lower settings, responses are fast and general. On higher reasoning levels, Gemini pauses to plan before answering. The output changes shape. Instead of casual advice, you get structured breakdowns, explicit trade-offs, calculations, and ranked options. It's slightly slower, but the result feels closer to a strategy memo than a chat reply. Multimodality is where this becomes disruptive. Upload a screenshot of a complex analytics dashboard, and Gemini doesn't just describe it. It interprets the data, flags anomalies, identifies patterns, and suggests next steps. The interaction changes from "ask AI to analyze" to "show AI the world and let it reason about it." That shift, from description to interpretation, is quickly becoming the new baseline. Video understanding follows the same pattern. Rather than treating video as a transcription task, Gemini can identify chapters, emotional peaks, pacing issues, and structural weaknesses. At that point, it's no longer assisting with editing. It's behaving like a junior editor giving actionable notes on story and flow. Long context ties everything together. Upload a 30-page report and ask for a summary plus specific details, methodology, key findings, limitations, and the promise is a coherent analysis in one pass. Large context windows reduce fragmentation, eliminate manual chunking, and preserve reasoning consistency from start to finish. Google is also embedding Gemini directly into search through an expanded AI mode. Instead of returning lists of links, search produces synthesized guidance. Ask how to improve YouTube click-through rates for tech tutorials, and you get a structured playbook, title formulas, thumbnail principles, layout examples, and performance heuristics. Ask a complex science question, and the model shifts into a visual teaching mode, using diagrams and analogies. The goal is comprehension, not retrieval. This through line runs across every update. Google is positioning AI as an operating layer. Reasoning, multimodal understanding, long context, and search fused into a single system that moves users from question to decision without stitching together separate tools. That's where AI-powered search transitions from answering questions to enabling real learning. As the models become more capable, the bottleneck shifts from access to organization. When you're testing multiple systems and building workflows, you need a central place to manage learning and execution. That's where platforms like AI Master Pro position themselves, consolidating tools, courses, prompt libraries, agents trained on internal knowledge, and text-to-speech into a single environment so learning and application happen simultaneously. Beyond productivity, Gemini 3 Pro shows its strength as an educational engine. It can generate custom explanations, visualize abstract concepts, and build interactive tools on demand. Ask it to explain projectile motion, and it breaks the problem into components, walks through the equations, and produces a clear diagram. Push further, and it generates runnable code, complete Python scripts that simulate the system and plot trajectories instantly. From there, the jump to interactive applications is small. Gemini can generate full educational sandboxes where users adjust parameters and see results in real time. Physics simulations, electrical circuits, or abstract laws like Ohm's law become interactive systems rather than static explanations. What once required hours of manual coding can now be produced in minutes. Voice and live modes extend this further. With voice input, Gemini can generate video ideas, hooks, and content structures without typing. Live mode adds real-time visual reasoning. Point a camera at handwritten notes or a rough diagram, and the model interprets structure, identifies gaps, and suggests improvements instantly. On the technical side, Gemini's image understanding goes well beyond generation. It can extract structured data from receipts, invoices, contracts, and forms, turning messy inputs into clean tables. Layout understanding allows it to critique website screenshots, identify poor hierarchy, and suggest design improvements based on how users actually process interfaces. Agent mode builds on this foundation. Instead of responding to single prompts, Gemini can take a high-level goal and execute it autonomously. Tasks like research, inbox organization, or document drafting are broken into steps, planned, and completed using tools and live integrations with services like Gmail and Calendar. For visuals, Nano Banana Pro represents Google's most advanced image model. Built on Gemini 3 Pro, it's designed for professional output. Its standout strength is accurate text rendering. Thumbnails, posters, and infographics retain sharp, readable typography, a persistent weakness in most image models. It can also pull from live search data, enabling visuals that reflect current information. Advanced editing allows major scene transformations, day to night, lighting changes, cinematic grading in seconds. Multiple reference images can be blended into a single coherent scene while preserving consistency. These visuals feed directly into Veo 3.1, Google's top video generation model. Veo produces short, high-quality clips, typically around 8 seconds, at 720p or 1080p with native audio. Instead of silent video, Veo generates synchronized dialogue, effects, ambience, and environmental sound as part of the scene. Image-to-video workflows allow stills from Nano Banana Pro to be animated into ads with smooth motion, camera movement, and matching audio. Veo supports scene extension, reference-based continuity, and multi-clip narratives. Characters remain consistent, environments stay coherent, and audio remains synchronized across scenes. From a single product image, it's possible to build a multi-scene campaign with continuity that previously required full production pipelines. NotebookLM completes the stack as a research and study assistant. Feed it documents, and it summarizes, answers questions, and explores the material. Its standout feature is audio. Dense documents can be turned into podcast-style discussions, with 2 AI voices breaking down ideas conversationally, making complex material easier to absorb. Individually, each tool is impressive. Together, they form an end-to-end workflow. Strategy with Gemini 3 Pro. Visuals with Nano Banana Pro. Motion and audio with Veo 3.1. Research and synthesis with NotebookLM. The advantage no longer goes to those who follow every update, but to those who can operationalize these systems into repeatable workflows. AI tools will keep improving and leapfrogging each other. The real risk isn't missing a feature release. It's falling behind in how you think and work with these systems. The window to catch up still exists, but it's narrowing. Staying relevant means learning by doing, building workflows, testing capabilities, and treating AI not as a novelty, but as infrastructure. Subscribe so you don't miss your portion of news. See you soon.